Summer is saying that all of her friendships feel heavy right now because everybody seems to be going through something. Summer, let me ask you a question. Do you think you are a joy to be around at this time?
She just let me know, but they show no fish. Didn't say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. Didn't say you found it, but she doesn't want.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Bonnie Scotch. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I wanted to bring you a recap slash review for Martha's Vineyard Summer House. This is season 2, episode 6. Now, listen, I'm gonna do a quick overview of episodes 1 through 5. Okay, kind of like a catch up, a character analysis, like I did for season 1. I really had every intention on breaking up my episodes a little bit more, but I got sick this weekend. I didn't have time. And by the time I was feeling better, I was just so tired. Now, before I get into this recap, go ahead and hit the like button for me. When you hit the like button, not only is it a free way to support my channel, but it also lets YouTube know that I'm here and that you all are rocking with my commentary. So YouTube starts to shoot my content out to other viewers just like you, an audience who ordinarily would not get an opportunity to connect with my channel. That being said, you know what, I'm not even going to go into my notes for the first few episodes because I have so much in the way of notes. I'm so into this show. Guys, please continue to watch this show. Tell other people about it so that the ratings can go up. I learned that the ratings are very poor for this season, and that makes me sad because, like I said before, this is my new favorite reality show, honey. The girls are clocked in, okay? And I was talking to my best friend about this, and we were saying that this show feels very reminiscent of early 2000s reality TV. It's very real world. It's got that. They're very unaware of the cameras because there are cameras everywhere in the house, right? So there's this unawareness, there's this naturalness that is occurring among these people within these dynamics. Anyway, let me just catch myself up in my mind. I'm just going to go through the files in my head really quick. Let's start with the men. Amir. Amir this season has a white girlfriend. She is very insecure. She seems to be controlling. And Amir keeps mentioning that if he does something that she doesn't like, then he's going to get in trouble. She is going to do something violent towards him. And I'm like, y'all like for y'all relationships to feel like jail, and whatever. That's y'all business. You like it. I love it. But yeah, she gives very, very insecure. And I said yes. I did say that he's with a white woman. Before y'all start typing fast to tell me that she's Latina, I don't care. Latina, Latino, okay, is a heritage. It's not a race. Okay, that's the first thing. There are black people of Hispanic or Latino heritage, and there are white people of the same. Okay? Black Hispanics, black Latinas, white Latinas. She's a white woman, okay? So Nick, I like Nick. But something has come up this season with him drinking and getting handsy with the girls. They made it clear it's not like you're being a creep or it's nothing like super duper out of the way, but it's still cause for concern because for me, it's like, number one, you have a girlfriend. Number two, it's up to you as a person to take these personal cues that the women are giving you. Jordan already barked on you for being too touchy. You were grabbing Summer's shoulder in the car and she was like, all right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You were taking pictures with Summer and Jordan. Hand was on the waist. She moved your hand. Those are cues for you to pay attention to. So it's a thing of self-awareness, I think, with Nick that I would really like to, I would like for him to pay attention to in that regard. What else? Alex. Alex kills me. Oh my God. Did y'all see him on Watch What Happens Live last night? Now, mind you, as soon as Summer House went off last night. I was so ready to hit the bed, but I saw Alex on there and I was like, I wonder if he's, gonna have anything to say about, Summer or Noel or whatever. And he was being shady towards Noel, not towards Noel, but I don't know if he said anything about Noel because I actually went to bed. But he was being shady towards Summer because Bravo Andy was asking shady ass questions, and Summer, you set yourself up to be in that position. You did. You did. Okay? Now, I have to talk about Noel and Summer as it relates to Alex because they are a big part of his storyline this season, right? Now, we learned that over the summer, Summer and Alex messed around. Obviously, I could have guessed that would have happened, right? Because they had chemistry. They had sex, cool, no problem. Summer's expectation was that he would be inviting her to his personal events. And my thing is, she wanted to make it known to everybody in the group that he had been inside her. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. In Sopranos, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Sopranos, but when something offensive or crazy happens, the guys would be like, oh, that's how I was. I was like, what is happening here? Why? The other thing for me is, why do you all feel the need to kiss and tell? We are very, very grown out here. Like, some secrets are just between me and my coochie. I don't know. For me, I'm just not in the business of telling my coochie's business. Some secrets are best kept between you, God, and your coochie. That's just how I feel. So she and Alex messed around. He would go to LA, she would go to New York, no problem. She felt as though he should be inviting her. Girl, no ma'am. That's not your man. You're single and he's single. Why do you feel entitled that he would have to invite you into his space? I don't give a damn that you were in New York. I don't care. He don't got to invite you nowhere. So Jordan and Preston asked Summer how the sex with Alex was. She said it was just okay. Sis, by the way you jumped up multiple times to air out to everybody that he had been inside you, I'm sorry. I know Alex had to have the wickedest slam. The wickedest slam. Do you understand? The dick was dicking. The dick slapped. And it's okay to admit that. You are very much acting sprung and pressed about the dick, honey. Very much. Okay? The way you were going on about how he had been inside of you and you felt that you should be invited to his events because you just had to be around him and you felt like there was some love between y'all. I said, oh, he must have a ding-a-ling of gold. I said must. He must. Shout out to Tamar Braxton. Girl, that's a mess right there. Noel. We are introduced to, is she Summer's friend? She's Summer's friend. Okay, no problem. We're introduced to Noel. I like Noel. Noel has a good vibe about her. She's a fun girl. I want to like her more than I do. But Noel has press energy as well. Between Summer and Noel, I need y'all to tighten up. Tighten up. I need the girls to tighten up. I do. Okay? Y'all don't know how to date and be single, and that is the problem. Y'all are pressed about this one ass nigga. And Alex is, I'm not going to say, Alex is not an ugly dude. He ain't no bad looking dude by any means. But Alex is just like a goofy guy to me with like, and then the hair right here. You know how like when you go to somebody's house and they have that big thick welcome mat? He has like a thick welcome mat right here. I just I don't get it. But look, hey, whatever. Anyway, Noel. Noel comes in saying that Alex is her type. Huh? I thought Summer was your friend. You watched season 1 just like the rest of us. You know that there was something going on. So why you coming in talking about, the nigga that your friend was dealing with is your type? spoke to Summer and she told you that they hung out. Her and Alex hung out. I don't know why Noel is so naive to think that hanging out literally just means hanging out, girl. It means this. Like, we're all grown here, right? That's my thing with Noel. Like, she's so naive. And then the other thing that killed me, oh, let me tell y'all the secondhand embarrassment I had. Okay, first of all, Chenise had brought some dudes into the house, Hendrix and somebody else. Noel met this guy within minutes. She and the dude were sharing a cupcake like Lady and the Tramp. I know I'm not the only person that got the Lady and the Tramp visual of them on the other end of, on either side of that cupcake. I know I didn't. I know I'm not the only one who thought that. Alex looked pressed. The next night y'all go out, Alex is flirting with women, and you go up to him and tell him that you're territorial and that you like him. I said, wait a minute. Do the girls have player cards anymore? Where are y'all's player cards? Where are they? You single and he single. And I get feeling pressed about somebody that you're feeling, because I felt that too. But for me, I'm the type of bitch that's going to find somebody to flirt with and ramp it up. You're not going to one-up me. I'm going to make you just as pressed. But that's me. I'm old school with it. You feel me? I'm 36. So I'm a little bit older than these girls. Like, and we'll get to Jordan in a second. I'll circle over to Jordan. But Jordan's demeanor and her behavior reminds me a lot of how I was at like 21, 22. I don't want to say that there's arrested development going on here. I'm just saying that I'm seeing things that I experienced when I was much, much younger. So anyway, yeah, where are the player cards for the girls? Alex got y'all out here looking down bad. And then Noel wanted to cry about her dad abandoned her and this triggered her abandonment issues. And I'm like, girl, you just met this nigga 2 days ago. How is he triggering your abandonment issues? I don't understand what's happening here. This is wild to me. And I just thought it was unfair of her to hinge all of that trauma on Alex because he rejected you outside. You set yourself up for that. I don't know why you let Summer gas you up to go and talk to that man. Nobody could have gassed me to go talk to some nigga. I'm single and you single. We having fun. And my other thing is about player cards. I'm not the chick that goes and approaches niggas. I'm not that girl. I'm really not. I feel like this. When there's mutual attraction, we know, we grown. So there's no need for me to go up to a man and explicitly tell him that I'm attracted to you. I'm interested in you. There's never been any reason for me to do that. I've never had to do that ever in my life. Noel is a very pretty girl. Summer is a pretty girl. What's the disconnect here? Anyway, I don't know. I want women to be careful with that. Shooting your shot with men and all that other carrying on, pursuing men. Because when y'all start pursuing men, these men start feeling like they're bad bitches. I don't want to date no nigga that feels like he's a bad bitch over me. You're not a badder bitch than me. So that's just my thing with that. Like, let these niggas come to you. I don't know. Your allure as a woman is what pulls them in and hooks them in. It's in the eye. It's in the look. It's in the walk. It's in the flip of the hair. It's so many things to pull them. I don't believe in going up to a man and telling him, what it is, nigga, what's up. I don't know. That's not how I get down. Anyway, ciao. I've been running my mouth. Okay, let me go into Jordan real quick. Jordan is a very, very abrasive character. I like Jordan. I still like her. But she reminds me a lot of how I was at 21 before I learned to smooth shit out before I learned the art of finesse. You can communicate and get your point across and be firm and direct without jumping into, I was going to beat your ass. Alex asked her a question, or he said something to her, which I did feel like a little bit of it was coded in bullshit. And I feel like it's okay to call a man on his bullshit, but to be like, oh, you had me effed up and I was ready to fight you and get into all that violent stuff. Because if he was a different type of man, and if you look different, let's talk about that too. How pretty privilege is why a lot of the girls get away with being abrasive, right? If you had looked any other kind of way, Jordan, that could have went very different for you if Alex was a different type of man. Some of these men are very willing to get buck and get ignorant with a woman for challenging them or threatening them or whatever the case is. So I just want Jordan to be very, very careful with that. Jordan she's young. She's grown. She's 30. But it's still young enough where you have time to grow and learn how to finesse and smooth some things over in your communications. Bria is still a brat. Bria be going off at the handle, flying off at the handle. And she's so chaotic. But the thing is, all of these characters are chaotic in different ways, right? Jasmine is pregnant. I thought it was very obvious that she was pregnant when I got flashes of her in the confessional. I said, oh, she's pregnant. The face, the titties is giving preg. But shout out to Jasmine. Congratulations. I hope you have a safe, happy, and healthy baby and delivery and everything like that. I know that it can't feel good to have Silas gone because that's your man, that's your baby daddy, that's your husband. But can I be perfectly honest with you? It's probably essentially less stress for you throughout this pregnancy with Silas being gone. Silas is a stressful person. I'm just going off of what I saw on my TV. And if he's anything like Dr. Kemma, that other African dude on Married to Medicine, he's going to expect that you're up making his breakfast and cooking and cleaning and doing everything else while pregnant. He couldn't even let you have a minute to rest and relax on vacation. Why would he give you a minute to rest and relax while you're pregnant? I'm sorry. I'm just saying maybe it's better that he is deployed. And ordinarily, I would not say nothing like that. Ordinarily, I wouldn't. But because it's Silas, that's how I feel. Anyway, who else? Preston. We learned that Preston lost his dad, which is very, very sad. But I understand how it feels to lose somebody that you're not close to, that is like your creator, but they didn't have a hand in raising you. I lost my biological father a few years ago, and I really never had a connection with him. So it was very bittersweet. And, I completely understand Preston's feelings about that. Oh, Chenise tells us that she lost her job, and she's also sending nudes to her favorite athletes and all these guys who are moneyed and paid and rich. And it's like, girl, how are you crying about being broke, but then you're fucking all these athletes and all these dudes? Something is very disconnected with Chenise. Either you're lying, or like, I don't know if she's lying, because it's like, why would you complain about not having money? I don't know. I just feel like if you're fucking athletes, you should never complain about not having money to do anything. You're not making any sense. And that's where I'm like, Chenise, something is going on with her. I don't know if it's like something up here, or like, I don't know what the disconnect is with Chenise. Let's just jump into episode 6. All right, so it's couples weekend at the house. Summer's grandmother is having surgery, and Summer has some paternity issues that she's figuring out. Her mom has dealt with substance abuse issues, and we learned that Summer's mom couldn't take care of her and that she was passed around as a child to other emotionally unavailable adults. Summer got a lot going on, and I think that, her telling us this, you're passed around to emotionally unavailable adults, and you are seeking to be with or to be around this emotionally unavailable man, Alex. So we mirror and we model a lot of the things that we experience in childhood. This man told you that he was a fuckboy. And here's the thing. I want to take a sidebar on that, right? Because again, these things that they experience, I experience already in my 20s, in my late 20s. You got to listen to what men say. You got to really listen. I remember I dealt with a guy, or I dealt with a couple guys actually, maybe around the same time, when I wasn't feeling that great about myself, mind you. Dealt with a couple guys who were like those honest fuckboys, but it's like what they are telling you is that they are emotionally unavailable and emotionally irresponsible, and they want to do what they want without having to answer to anybody. That's the whole thing. By the way, do you all like my crochet bolero? This is my first time wearing it, and yeah, I kind of love it. It's got the bell sleeves. I'm gonna make another one in white, and I think I'm gonna add some cowrie shells to it. Anywho, but yeah, like, why do you want to deal with somebody that's emotionally unavailable? Like, there are so many people out here that you can have sex with that will emotionally care for you and care for your feelings. I don't know. Hey, Preston is hosting a cocktail hour to introduce everyone. Alex is meditating, and that's always so funny to me because I'm like, what are you meditating for? What are you trying to access when you meditate? Like, how to be more effective in your self-proclaimed fuckboydom? Is that what you are doing when you meditate? Like, I don't know. How do you dog women out, but you're such a godly person? Because that's what I get when somebody says, I want to be a fuckboy. I'm going to dog you out. I'm going to let you know that I'm dogging you out so there are no surprises. I'm not going to be secretive about it like I was in the past. But I don't know. Alex is just a very unserious person to me. I mentioned this earlier, but Alex going in on Summer last night on Watch What Happens Live. I said, this is nasty work. This is nasty business. It's nasty. It's very, very nasty. And Summer, you set yourself up for that. I'm sorry, girl. You did. You did. Can't no nigga get on TV and talk about me like that. I would never act pressed about a nigga. Never. Nothing good ever comes from pressed behavior in any situation whatsoever. I don't care what it is. If you act impressed, whatever it is going to find its way away from you as fast as possible. Take that and do with it as you please, okay? Nick is shading Simon's pajamas when he got in the house. I thought that was so funny. So they're talking about bringing Phil back around for whatever reason. Bria is asking Preston if he's okay with it, and he says no problem. The other thing about Bria that annoyed me this season is like, you're going hard about Mariah not coming around, but you don't understand why everybody wouldn't want Phil around. Now, don't get me wrong. I get why Bria didn't want Mariah around, because she put her hands on her. I get that Summer put her hands on her as well, but from what I remember, Summer actually apologized. Mariah didn't. Mariah came around this season. I like seeing Mariah. Her energy is, you know what, we'll get there. Preston and his partner have a cute vibe. So do Simon and Bria when Bria is not being chaotic. But you know who does not have a cute vibe together? Amir and that white lady that he's with. Summer and Amir's girlfriend are talking about how standoffish the other person is, and it's like, y'all have very similar qualities, and that's why y'all probably bumped heads. In the same way that Jordan and Summer bump heads, it's because they are very similar. They have these abrasive personalities, and you know, when you see yourself reflected in other people, a lot of the time the mirror is harsh. So you have a hard time adjusting to what you see. Amir says that hopefully he can give his girlfriend reassurance this weekend because he's doing what he promised. And what he promised is that he would stay away from Jordan. And in that moment, I knew, it confirmed for me that Natalie is very, very pressed about Jordan. And that Amir, to some degree, is probably pressed about Jordan, because why would you have to reassure your girlfriend about somebody who already declared they're not even interested in you, bruh? So you don't have a chance. She's not interested in you. So why do you feel like Why does your girlfriend feel like, oh, you need to stay away from her? Do you have like poor impulse control or something? Are you a glutton for punishment? Are you one of those people where like you pursue unrequited love? Like, what's going on there? We don't know. Anyway, your girlfriend is pressed about Jordan. Thank you for letting us know. But when Jordan and Amir's girlfriend meet, they seem friendly. I can't remember her name. I don't care. Mariah wanted Amir to make a public apology stating that he was the one that mixed up the laundry. And it's like, girl, Mariah, I need you to have some self-awareness in this situation, because you were the one who made the choice to put your hands on Bria. Even though it was clearly a miscommunication and he messed up the laundry, you didn't have to put your hands on that girl. He didn't tell you to do that. So self-awareness, take some responsibility. Oh, Q is texting me, confirm your address, please. She's probably going to send me some seashells. Like I was saying, Mariah, you getting kicked out of the house was a direct consequence of you getting physical. Mariah and Bria have a great conversation that really seemed to smooth things over, so I was really happy to see that. By the way, Phil is back as well. Bria's boyfriend digging his fork onto the public platter and then putting it in his mouth, very Caucasian behavior. I didn't like that. Phil and his non-apology, okay? Now, he says that he wanted to show up being cool, and so he started drinking before he got there, and he didn't remember what he said. Now, I love that Nick and Preston checked him in this moment, like, bruh, that's not going to cut it. And Nick said, you had a whole year to get your shit together, and you came in on some bullshit, so it's good. It's a wrap for him. I'm good on him, and I love that. Then Amir started speaking, and Phil cut him off a couple times, and Amir was like, bruh, I need you to let me finish my sentence. I was like, yes, get him again. I love that they was letting Phil's ass have it, and he was standing there looking crunchy. And I do not believe that Phil was sincere in his apology. I feel like he was saying anything to get more camera time, to get more attention. Why would you even want to come back? Like, for me, like, the way you acted was so embarrassing. Why would you ever want to show your face on TV again? Jordan is hosting a Freaknick party. It's a very cute idea. Sidebar, I love all of these theme nights that they're having. It's my understanding that they were filming towards the end of the season, so they didn't really get to interact with people on the island, you know, as much as they ordinarily would. But I think that, like, say for instance, I was going to take like a week-long trip with my friends. I think it would be so cute for us to kind of like pre-plan a theme night that all of us can host. I just think that's a cute idea. Instead of just like feeling like everybody has to go out every night, you can stay in for a night. Everybody, you know, those nights that you cook for each other, we still get dressed up, we take pictures or whatever. I just think that's so cute. Anyway, Nick has on fake tattoos, and all the girls are drooling over Nick with his faux tattoos. Nick could use some tattoos. Nick looks cuter with the tattoos. It gives him a little bit of an edge. All right, so everybody is dancing and having a good time. Amir's girlfriend looks so out of place. Something that I didn't like that I caught earlier in the episode is when they were talking about how they're both in real estate, she made it a point to point out that she makes more money than him. Yeah, bitch, because you're a white woman. So I just felt like she wanted to embarrass him and demoralize him by pointing out, yeah, I'm the woman and I make more money than you. Like, girl, good for you. Congratulations. But you're a white woman. So yeah, his wages are going to pale in comparison to yours. Especially in that business, in that realm of things, I should say. I feel like she wanted to embarrass him. But again, Amir, this is what you like. This is what you chose. Y'all don't have to be in these relationships that are like jail, by the way. You know you don't have to, right? Okay. We learned that 2 months after Amir and his girlfriend met, they moved in with each other. As somebody who did something similar in my early 20s, I can tell you that that relationship is bound for disaster. I mean, it's already not solid. So I don't know why Amir is talking about he's trying to get engaged. The group is asking, what's next for you guys? She's talking about their career moves together. He's talking about engagement. I said, child. By the way, I love Summer's calorie top. I need to make one of those. I did make one, maybe, I think it was like a couple years ago. Girl, look at her. She is team too much, honey. It was inspired by a picture that that I saw of SZA. So I wanted to make one of my own, but now I want a version like that where all of the calories are going the same direction. That is so fierce. I love like anything adorned in calorie shells, so I'm definitely going to do that. Summer, you gave me an idea. All right, what else do we have? Summer thought that Bria said something rude to her and she starts popping off at the pool. Girl, y'all need to relax on the alcohol. Y'all really do. Everyone is back in the house after Summer apologizes to Bria at the pool. Summer says that she enjoys Bria and Chenise and Noel's friendships together. It seems to be lighthearted. She feels as though she is missing out on a lighthearted friendship. So she goes upstairs to talk to Bria and things just start going left because Noel and Chenise are kind of playing around on the side, taking pictures with each other and laughing, and Summer thinks that they're talking about her or laughing at her. And the other thing I wanted to say is I get that people are going through heavy things in their lives at any one time, but I don't think that necessarily means that the relationship has to be heavy. I feel like a lot of the issues that Summer and Jordan have can be resolved if they speak to each other with respect. But that's just me. The other thing is when I have a lot going on, I tend to self-isolate. I'm a person that's very big on checking my energy, right? So if my friends invite me out somewhere, even if I don't got nothing serious going on, but if I happen to be in a bad mood, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go and, ruin everybody else's time with my bad mood. I'm just, there's a self-awareness, I think, that comes with age and wisdom. So that's what I'll say about these girls. Summer yelling and getting loud at Bria for what? Like, I didn't understand what was going on here. Noel is running after her. I don't know why she's running after Summer's sorry ass. Summer is literally walking around the house throwing a temper tantrum. For what? Throwing shit off the table. Like, you are acting like a 3-year-old right now. And it's not cute. It's not becoming. It's really ridiculous. But anyway, y'all, that was the episode. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how you felt about this. How do you feel about season 2 overall? I'm still enjoying it. I am enjoying all of these dynamics. And I just think that this is a fresh and refreshing show. I'm loving it. I even got my family kind of roped into it when I was watching it, binging it over last weekend. Go ahead and hit the like button for me on the way out, and I will see y'all for the next one. Peace.